Ready? All right, so once again, we're going over referrals today. The Referrals Applet, which is this upside down teardrop with a person in it. And this is where you can go to connect with agents for the purpose of doing future referral business. Or if you have a referral to send out to someone, you can send it directly through this tool. And the person on the other end that you refer to, they can update it as to where they are in working with that client and working the sale, so that you know, okay, they are looking for houses, or okay, they are in contract on something. Okay, they have closed. So this is my referral section. It's going to default to the dashboard. It shows on the top the number of pending invites, either that I've sent out and someone has not accepted yet, or if someone has sent an invite to me and I have not accepted them yet. Pending referrals, if I've sent any out or if I need to accept one. Referrals received and accepted. Referrals sent and accepted. So I'm going to go to pending invites first. All right, so this is an inbound invite. Brian Pinkhow from Gilbert AZ, and he wrote me a little message. We'd love to create a referral agent relationship with you. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and accept, even though I don't know that person. There's really no harm in me accepting that referral. And this is an outbound referral I have sent to someone that they have not yet accepted. So I'm just going to leave that there. And how you can invite someone to connect with you is through going back to the dashboard, and we go to this map tool. And you can find agents by searching the city here. And it's searching based on KW agent production. So you'll see on the map where KW agents did deals. The little dot will show up on the actual home that they bought or sold. You can also search for market centers. You can search areas for people already in your network. And you can also search for referral patterns. We're going to test this out, but I'm going to finish going over the navigation first. So also at the top is my referrals. This would be if I had sent any or received any, which I have not. And then the map where we just were. And then my network, which is people that I'm already connected to from using this tool for some time. And so these people are all over the country, KW agents. They've either connected with me or I've connected with them for the purpose of possibly doing referral business in the future. And I can get back to that map tool again by clicking Grow My Network here or clicking on the map. And if I want to send a referral to one of these people, I can click Send Referral, put in the referral fee, acceptance deadline, additional details here like price, notes, the client's information, and then send. I can also click this arrow here and see this person's stats for the last 12 months. And their contact info too. If I click on his name, I can see additional info. If he had a bio, it would be here, service areas, years with KW. Again, his stats at the top. So that's the navigation of this section. We went over dashboard, my referrals, map, and my network. I'm going to go back to the map so that we can see how this works and test it out. Does anyone have a city that you'd like me to use as an example? You can drop it in the chat, or you can unmute yourself and just let me know.
Danny, this is Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
How about Fraser, Michigan, F-R-A-S-E-R? M-I, yeah.
Right now, it's defaulting to agent production. So again, the numbers you see on the screen, this actually represents agent transactions, KW agent transactions in this area. Let's say your client is looking in this Warren neighborhood, and I want to find an agent that farms that area. I'm going to go ahead and, oh, this is Fraser and Warren Woods. So I'm going to just keep zooming in on Warren. And those numbers start to kind of separate. And they're going to separate even more as I zoom in further. Eventually, when I zoom in enough, they're going to turn into dots. And let's say I know my client is looking in this area here. I can click one of these dots and see who did that transaction. I can see, once I put that arrow next to their photo, their stats for the last 12 months. So only one unit in that area, closed units 4, buy sides 4, the sales volume in the last 12 months, and average deal size. Sometimes when you click one of these dots, like this one, see how there are multiple dots selected now in red when I clicked just the one. That means this agent did these 4 transactions in this area in the last 12 months. So maybe Jeff Glover is the agent I want to go with. Yeah, he's actually looking pretty busy. He's closed 901 units. He's got a team, and listings sold 472, buy sides 428. So maybe that's someone I want to reach out to. If I want to just connect for the purpose of doing future referral business, I can use this button right here, this square and the plus, and I can write up a message. And you just can send that invitation off. And then that will show up in my outbound referral pending invites until he accepts. And then let's say I just want to send him a referral. You can use this button. You don't have to connect. And then you can buyer, seller, tenant, landlord, select what the transaction type is, what your referral fee you're collecting is, acceptance deadline. I would recommend increasing this because sometimes people don't check this for a period of time. And of course, you can always give the agent a phone call to follow up. Price minimum, price maximum, notes, and you can select the contact from your database or you can create a new contact. And then you can send. That is how you can connect with new people through the referral tool and how you can send a referral directly through it. After you send the referral and the person, Jeff, accepts, he can then update the referral. It'll be in My Referrals for you under Sent and for that agent under Received. And you can actually change the status of the transaction if it's a referral received. So you can update it and then let the person who referred the client to you, it'll let them know what your updates are. So whether you've closed the transaction, you're in contract, you're looking for homes, or it's a listing, the listing is active, you're able to update the status here if you're the agent handling the transaction and client. I can't show you that since I don't have a real referral to show here, so I apologize, but this is where you can go to handle that. All right, I'm going to go back to the map to show you guys a few more things. Okay, very cool. It just opened the map to where I was before. I'm going to zoom back out to show you guys another way we can find agents, which is by market centers. You're simply going to just use that drop down here to search for market centers. And it looks like in this map area, there aren't any. So I need to continue to zoom out. All right. And now I see 2 offices. So I can select one. Then all the agents in that office will show up on the right. And I can look through them. Right now it's sorting them at random, but I can sort by name, closed units, listings sold, buy sides, or leases. Now you can also use these filters if, let's say, you want to find a luxury agent or commercial agent. Those are options along with Maps Mastery Clients, Land, KWYP, which is Young Professionals, or Expansion. You can also filter by the minimum, at least, number of units closed, at least number of listings sold, buy sides, or leases. And you can apply these filters to your results. Kind of neat. And then you can also see, let's see if anyone who's already in my network is in this area. I doubt it, but never know. Oh, I do have one. Okay. She's in Farmington Hills. So let's say I have a referral for this area and it's kind of close to her. I can go ahead and send it to her. And lastly, this is really, really neat. We have this tool called Referral Patterns. Now, I'm located in San Francisco. It's picking up on my geolocation. Right now, it's filtering for where referrals were sent to from San Francisco. So I can see here on the right, and again, just KW referrals. That's all we're tracking here. So this isn't all agents, all companies, just for KW agents is what we can track. So it looks like, sorry, I don't know why this toggle is kind of getting messed up here. I want to go back to the top. So it looks like San Francisco is giving Oakland 4% of our referrals, Burlingame 4%, Austin 2%, San Diego 2%, Roseville 2%, Bellevue, Washington 1%, Las Vegas 1%, Reno, Nevada 1%, and so on. So if you know a lot of people here, you can sort of assume that people are moving out of our area. And I know based on checking this tool in the past, Burlingame and Oakland, I believe those used to be 3%. So the percentage of people moving to those areas or getting referred to those areas is 4%. So that means San Francisco agents are referring about 4% of referrals to the Burlingame office, or Burlingame agents, or to the Oakland office or Oakland agents. So it's kind of an assumption that people are moving to those areas, but we do know because of COVID, a lot of people have fled San Francisco because of either living in a small apartment and wanting more space and having more flexibility with work, or other reasons. So it's a good idea, therefore, to connect with agents in those offices, the Burlingame office, the Oakland office, Austin, Texas area, to connect with them for the purpose of doing future referral business. And if you want to see who is referring business into your area, you can click this tool here. That is where referrals are coming from at a high percentage. Burlingame, wow, we have very good reciprocation with that office. Since we're connected, I guess that makes sense. So Burlingame is referring at 4% to San Francisco. Danville at 3%. San Diego, 2%. Mission Viejo, 2%. Portland, Oregon, 1%. Roseville, 1%. Reno, 1%. Denver, 1%. Santa Rosa, 1%. So if you are maybe looking to earn more business through the referrals platform, you can assume it's a good idea to connect with people in all those offices that are referring a lot of business to your area. They might have a client for you. They might not right now, but if they do in the future and they're already connected with you in their network, they might just search for, oh, who's the person I'm already connected to in that area? Oh, it's Danielle. Oh, I'm going to see if she wants to take this client. So that's why these tools are really insightful. And again, I'm using received. You can change the city here. So let's say we're looking at Santa Monica. We want to see the inbound referral pattern. People are moving from Austin at the rate of 8%. No, I'm just kidding. Not sure about that. But 8% of referral business from Austin KW agents is being referred to Santa Monica. 2% Los Angeles, so maybe the greater area, is being referred to that office. And then Atlanta, Georgia, 2%. Hawaii, Las Vegas, Memphis. So it's a good idea to connect with people, KW agents in all these different areas, so that just in case they know someone moving to your area, they're going to find you already connected with them in their network and hopefully refer you that business. So that's another reason that I also will accept random people when I receive those invitations. There's really no harm in it. I might not know them, but what if I am the only person in this area that they have connected with, and eventually they do have a referral and they search for, okay, who am I connected with in the San Francisco area? Oh, Danielle, I'm going to reach out to her. Even though we don't know each other and I have 0 production stats. All right, that is basically everything, all the ins and outs of this tool. I want to open it up to questions. Anyone have questions? You can feel free to unmute yourselves. And if you want to drop your question into the chat, you're welcome to do that also.
Hi, Danielle, it's Debbie again. Is there a way to search for a referral agent by name?
So let's look at that. So you do kind of need to be at least on their area. So I would say have their city, and then you can search them by name here. So let's just test out the name. My name's really common, so let's see if anyone else shows up. So all these Danielles are in this general area. And if I search them by first and last name, I'm only going to get that correct agent. So does that make sense? You can search by name over here, but you do need to be on the correct area here, I think.
Yeah, maybe that's where I was failing. I didn't have it open to a big enough area.
So let's test it out. What area does the agent service?
Well, it was the property that we had was in Fraser, Michigan, Fraser. And then the agent's name was Matt Cayton, Cayton. C.
Oh, C-A-Y, right?
Yeah.
So I think I need to zoom in a little bit more. You said his first name's Matt?
Uh-huh.
And this is based on agent production. So right now, you know, if he's done any transactions in this area, then he would be showing up. Do you think it's a possibility he switched companies?
No, I see now that he didn't have, he's a new agent, so he doesn't have any transactions yet. So that's why he's not showing up.
Okay, so let's
that makes sense.
Centers. You can search this way too, and let's see if he comes up.
Yeah, I finally found him in Plymouth, which is further out.
So Plymouth is not on my map right now,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
kind of west of Detroit.
Here he is.
Yeah. So I just hadn't opened to a big enough area. So that makes sense.
Yeah, so same here in the demo, right? I was kind of on that smaller area. And then you will see agents with no production if you filter by market centers.
Yeah.
So, and that makes sense why he didn't show up then when I was on production. So yeah, you are looking for an agent by name. Best way to search is by market center and by making it a large enough area, I guess, so that you're encompassing all the offices it could possibly be.
So is there, now that we've already connected outside of Command, is there a good reason to connect again via Command?
Yeah, I would go ahead and add him here. If he does a really good job and you eventually have another person to refer to him, or if you know someone else who needs an agent in his general area, then you can say, hey, I did a great, did a smooth transaction with Matthew Cayton. It's just an easy way to kind of connect with them for the future and to have their contact information for easy reference.
Yeah, makes sense. Thanks.
You're welcome. Anyone else? Or any other questions, Debbie?
Nope, that was it for me.
That was a great question.